We're we're doing our most loved wrestlers
Yes,
now.
sir. All right. So, do you want to go first this time, or do you still want me to go first?
Well, I feel like you'd be surprised with some of my picks, so I'll let you go. I'll let you go first.
All right. We'll take a guess who's on my top 10 most.
Jeff
I know there's
Hardy,
one obvious one that you're gonna guess.
Jeff Hardy,
Um. All right.
Undertaker, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero. Fuck it, I don't know. Sasha Banks. Um,
I do have a couple. Well, I have one tie on this list. I'll say that.
I don't have any ties. This one was harder for me to do.
Oh, so it's hard for you to do a tie, but not an entire gang. Okay.
No, I'm
All
saying this
right.
this list was harder for me to do. Is what I'm saying. Um, yeah. That's all I'm gonna guess. So you go.
All right. Okay, so my number 10 is going to be Tony Khan because he
What the
runs
fuck?
a
Hey,
great
well, nah,
business
nah,
on AEW.
nah. There's no way you joked with this. Nah.
Okay, so my real number 10 is going to be Vince Russo. I'm just playing.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Okay, my for real number 10 was going to be Brock Lesnar, but the Brock Lesnar from 2002 to 2004, not current Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Because back then, that Brock Lesnar was a fucking beast.
Yeah.
But, but number 9 is a three-way tie. These are the only women on the list, and it's a tie because it's my favorite women from each era. So it's a tie between Lita, which is my favorite in the Attitude Era, AJ Lee, which was my favorite in the 2014 kind of era, and then Sasha Banks, which is my favorite now. Oh, it's actually a four-way tie. I had my finger over it. So so it's Lita because she was my favorite in the Attitude Era. AJ Lee because she was like during that time was the only woman I cared about in wrestling. She was the only good one. And then current is tied between Sasha Banks and Thunder Rosa. Um,
Okay.
then number 8 is gonna be Shawn Michaels. I fucking love Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is always good in whatever he does. I miss Shawn Michaels wrestling, but we ain't gonna talk about Crown Jewel. uh, so so yeah, even though he's on the Somas, I still love Shawn Michaels. One of my favorite wrestlers ever. My first WrestleMania was the WrestleMania where Shawn Michaels uh, lost to Undertaker in the main event and retired. So always remember that. So my number 7 is going to be Daniel Bryan because I was there for the whole 2014 underdog Daniel Bryan thing. It was awesome. I was not physically there, but I was watching every moment when that happened. Um, and I loved it. And Daniel Bryan is still great even now. I mean, even though we don't know what he's going to do now, but Daniel Bryan is still great. He's the best he's ever been. He never lost a step when he left and came back. So I got to put Daniel Bryan on there. Um, Number 6 is going to be Edge because
Okay.
um, I started watching before Edge retired, and I also watched a bunch of old stuff with Edge, and I love Edge. But I remember watching when Edge retired, and like Edge was one of my favorites at the time. And then seeing Edge's comeback last year, um, that was a great moment for me. It was awesome, and it was an emotional moment to see Edge come back. And Edge as well hasn't lost a step. He's as good as he's ever been, even at his age now. So I got to put Edge on here. Number 5 is going to be Detective Bishop, aka Brad Mayfield, aka Kurt Angle. I love Kurt Angle.
You're a dick for saying that. I heard that over my TV. My fucking controller died.
Oh, it's my. Don't you understand? It's my end game gang.
You fucking asshole.
So
I'm
I
sorry
love
I hate
Kurt
a lot of
Angle.
people. God damn it.
I'm interested to see who you love because I'm assuming it's not going to be much. So
It's a solid 10.
it's just MJF 10 times, isn't
No, it's not.
it? So anyway, Kurt Angle, I love Kurt Angle. He's one of the best technical wrestlers I've ever seen. Uh, Kurt Angle was always good, no matter who he was in the ring with. Park Angle is so entertaining. Fucking Endgame was so entertaining.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Kurt Angle is just fucking awesome. Even though his last run in wrestling fucking sucked cock, I still love Kurt Angle. Number 4 is going to be AJ Styles. Um, AJ Styles, one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. I always loved him in TNA when I used to watch TNA. He's my favorite in TNA. And then I was shocked. Like I'd seen all his New Japan stuff, but I didn't really watch it because I never watched New Japan. But then when he came to WWE, I got hyped because I was like, oh fuck. I didn't think they were gonna like actually do anything with AJ just because of where he came from, but they made him world champion, which I'm happy about.
Multiple time world champion.
Yeah, honestly,
He's Grand
like,
Slam Styles now.
when you think about it, his WWE run for the most part has almost been as good as his TNA run. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak on his New Japan run because I didn't watch it. But like, AJ still to this day is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and probably the best wrestler that they have on Raw. So yeah, I got to put AJ on there. Number 3 is gonna be Kane, but it's going to be like 2000, like 2001 Kane to like 2004 Kane, like that era of Kane, where he's like with the Brothers of Destruction when Taker was the biker Taker all the way up till he faced Taker at Mania 20. Like I love that Kane. Like this motherfucker was just coming out, choke slamming the hell out of everybody. Kane, like I was watching a every Kane moment from Raw 2003 to 2004. This fucking dude was insane. Every segment was good. Kane never looked more scary in his career. Like everything was so fucking well done. I loved every second of it. I love Kane, man. Kane was like, even when I first got into wrestling, Kane was one of my favorites. So let me get to number 2, who I think personally is the greatest wrestler ever, and that's going to be The Undertaker. I say that because I don't think any other wrestler in the history of the wrestling business has had a longer or more legendary career than Undertaker. At least none that I can think of.
I
And
mean, Goldust has had a longer career, but it hasn't been legendary. So
yeah, and like no other wrestler has had a 21-year WrestleMania winning streak that will never be duplicated ever again. Um, no wrestler has been like besides Goldust, but like no other wrestler has been through every single era like that. Like Taker debuted in like the cartoony era, and then he was there through the 90s, and he was there through the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era and the PG era, and like all the way up until last year. Taker was there for every era, and for him to stay that legendary and stay on top for that long, like I've never seen another wrestler be able to do that for so long, be that good for that fucking long too. Without a break, Taker never through all that time. He might have gotten injured or whatever, but Taker always, like, he never had a point where he retired and came back. He never, like, Taker up until the end of his career, from the 90s, well, he started wrestling in the 80s, but from the 90s all the way up until I'd say 2012, 2013, like Taker never lost a step. For that long, he never lost a step, and he was always good. So I love Taker.
Okay.
My number one is the obvious one that you guess is Jeff Hardy. For whatever reason, I know he's not the best wrestler ever. He's far from it. I hate what they're doing with him now. But Jeff was like, when I first got into wrestling, like he wasn't in WWE, but like Jeff was like, for a couple years, he was like a really big inspiration to me, and I always like looked up all his matches and shit. I literally like made my own Jeff Hardy armbands. I literally have so much like Jeff Hardy and Hardy Boys memorabilia. It's crazy. Like it's like I just have always loved Jeff Hardy so much ever since I got into wrestling. I watched him. I watched all his WWE stuff, and then I watched him when he was going through TNA and all that, and then been watching him since he came back to WWE. It sucks that they're not doing anything with him really, but yeah. So Jeff's my number one. So that's my top 10 most loved wrestlers.
All right. Well,
So
who do you think my top?
your number one is going to be MJF. I know that. That's the obvious guess. There's no way MJF's not on that list. Um, I'm gonna say MJF. If there's women on there, I'm gonna say it's a tie between AJ Lee, Alexa Bliss, Maria Kanellis, and Stacy Keibler. Um, probably The Fiend. Um, fuck, you don't love that many people.
How do I not love that many people? What?
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna say Eddie Guerrero. I don't know. I'm gonna say. I heard you talk about Harley Race before, so I'm guessing Harley Race. I'm gonna take a guess and say Goldberg probably. 'Cause I know you love
No.
Goldberg.
No.
Probably. Fuck. Um, I would think that. Fuck, maybe not. I I don't know if he would be on there or not. I will say The Rock. I'll say I don't know what wrestler that was, but I would say probably Bret Hart. But I think well, your number one has to be MJF. So I'm gonna say that your number two is probably Kenny Omega. So that's my
No, dude.
So that's all I can guess. Cause
Well, you're
you
gonna
don't
be
love
shocked.
that many people.
You're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be
I'm
shocked.
gonna be
honestly.
shocked. Yes, you're damn right. I'm gonna be shocked because there's not. I know there's not gonna be no AEW gang on this list. So
No.
shock me, please.
Number 10. I put these in order. Number 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. It's a tie between Kofi Kingston and Harley Race.
You do not love Kofi Kingston.
I do.
Okay.
I respect. I think I really started loving him right before the New Day, and then when he got the WWE Championship, I was really happy for him. Everybody was, but it's just a thing where he had paid his dues, so I started liking him a lot more than I did when he first debuted. And Harley Race is an all-time great, always has been.
Okay.
Number 9 is going to be Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm. That's who I was like. I don't know if he's gonna be on there or not.
Yeah,
because I didn't know
he's
if
on
you
there.
loved Daniel Bryan.
I mean, I still do. Like he constantly puts on great matches. I was there for like the WrestleMania thing and everything like that. I'm glad that I hope he doesn't go to AEW. If he goes to AEW, this list might change, but
He's gonna be part of the AEW gang.
he will. But yeah, I love Daniel Bryan. Hopefully he doesn't make any bad decisions. I'm watching you, Daniel. Don't make any bad decisions. My number 7 is going to be a tie. The only 2 women that's on my list. AJ Lee and Trish Stratus.
I'm shocked that Alexa Bliss is not on there.
No, because she's not. I mean, she's attractive, but she's not the greatest women's wrestler of all time. You know.
Well, I just assumed because you said she was like the only person that you cared about. Like
right now,
the Fiend.
Like on Raw.
I figured that's why she would be on there.
No. My number 6 is going to be Stone Cold.
How come? All right. So how come Trish Stratus was on there? I didn't know you liked Trish Stratus that much.
Well, I mean, through the Attitude Era, she sucked when she started. But she got better and better and better. And like I look fondly on some of the matches like WrestleMania 22 when she faced Mickie James, or even though I don't really like Charlotte, I liked her match with Charlotte at SummerSlam. So, I mean, you know, I look fondly at some of her matches. So.
Okay, so you said Stone Cold for number 6. Is that what you
said? I was named after Stone Cold for 1. So for 2, like, I really enjoy a lot of his matches. Besides, like, the later years, like when he was facing Scott Hall, I didn't really care too much. But when it was like Owen versus Stone Cold, or Shawn versus Stone Cold, The Rock versus Stone Cold, Undertaker versus Stone Cold, it goes on. I look a lot fondly to those matches as well, and
I even the fucking funniest promo segments.
Yeah, of course, Awesome 316 says I just whooped your ass, or you know.
My favorite Stone Cold promo to this day is where he takes over as the COO for WWE.
Oh,
he goes to the WWE offices. He's oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
I love that fucking one.
Alright, my number 5 is going to be The Miz.
I'm going to watch that after we're done with this.
My number 5 is going to be The Miz, yeah.
Mike Mizanin, the Marine 6.
Son of a bitch. But it's not going to be... It's going to be probably from, like, 2008, like when he was in the tag team with Morrison, to about...
Jorts Miz.
To about before Morrison came back, because that's when they started doing the stupid fucking music videos, and now I hate that, so...
Hey, hey, hop, hop.
Yeah, no.
My favorite Miz is 2016 Miz, but he wasn't one of my favorites so I didn't put him on there.
I'm a big fan of, like, in the middle of that era when he won his first WWE championship. It was probably like the peak of when I was like really liked him. Number 4 has to go to Bray Wyatt, and not just the Fiend. Not just the Fiend, though. I'm talking about actually Bray Wyatt from like 2013 or 2012, I guess, technically, to about now. So, and I'm a Fiend mark, so, and the Bray Wyatt mark in general, so you should know why. My number 3 is going to be The Undertaker.
Okay.
Because, like you said,
that much.
Yeah, he's like one dude. You could.
I'm surprised he's not in the AEW gang.
No, I would get upset every time he freaking wait. Did I skip a number? Or is this wait 1, 2, 5, 6? I think I skipped a number. Shit.
Said Taker was number 3.
Number 4. I said number 5. Did I skip? No, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. What the fuck did I say? Wait, did I?
Oh my god.
I'm counting this and it says 10, but I don't. What the fuck? Alright, so I forgot about somebody before. So shut up. I don't understand how I did this, but before Taker, I was gonna put MJF. So
I can't believe it.
I did not mean. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10. I don't know what I messed up on.
Put him in the AEW gang by mistake.
No, I didn't. MJF. Okay, so we're going back. Kofi Kingston, Harley Race, number 10. Daniel Bryan, number 9. Freaking Trish Stratus and freaking AJ Lee, number 7. Number 6, Stone Cold. Oh my god. Number 5 would be Bray Wyatt. Number 4 is MJF. Number 3 is Undertaker. That's how it goes. I'm sorry, I messed up.
Did you have this number 4 before?
I think I somehow got it mixed up. Okay, just shut up. There, I can show you. He's on my list. I just miscounted.
I've never seen somebody miscount a top 10 list. How does that happen?
I don't know.
Miscount the AEW game.
I don't know.
They're all there. Oh my god. Oh
No,
fuck.
it's just MJF at number 4. And now number 3, Undertaker. Can I please finish my list? Please finish my list. I have 2 more people, god dang it.
Oh fuck. I get the giggles now from it. You think about wait. 1, 2, 3.
Shut up, dude.
Oh fucking god.
Can I get to my last 2? Can I get to my last 2 and then you can laugh your ass off at me, okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, fucking god.
Number 2 is Chris Benoit. Cause, I mean, I didn't like what he did, with the whole... You're an asshole. You're an asshole. You won't stop. I can't even tell you why.
He said, it's just, the way you paused, you were like, Chris Benoit, I didn't like what he did, and then you just stopped.
Because you started laughing, dude. But I liked his wrestling ability in all the matches that he performed. Like him against Angle multiple times. That rivalry was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The way he won the World Championship and the Royal Rumble in 2004 was great. It should have went longer, even though Randy won it. I don't think it was Randy's time because he lost it a month later. But still, Chris Benoit my number 2.
Alright.
Are you ready for my number 1? Do you wanna?
I'm waiting.
All right, my number 1 is AJ Styles. Ever since I started watching TNA, I've loved AJ Styles. Ever since, and it's gotten progressively like bigger and bigger ever since. Mainly because he's such a legendary athlete that he's been in. You're an asshole, dude. You're a dick. What? What now? What now? What now? What now?
Oh my god. Just because I can't.
What now? What now?
You guys kept thinking about how you get miscounted and you couldn't figure
God.
out what was going on. He said 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
You know what? I'm not making another thumbnail now. You have to make it.
No.
That's what you get.
I already made a thumbnail today.
You just get. That's what you get.
Alright, if I'm making this thumbnail, we're watching Double or Nothing. How about
No,
that?
okay. Fuck you. No. Can I explain how I like AJ Styles now?
Oh my god. Go ahead.
Like I was saying, he's just such a legend. Don't you dare! I heard that. Shut up. Like I was saying, he's such a legendary athlete of all the accomplishments he's had, going from TNA to ROH. You're still laughing. What?
I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to hold it. You're just making me laugh forward. So, the way you're describing it, it's like you're reading a book report in like 5th grade.
How does it sound like that?
He said I like him because I think he's cool and
You know what? Fuck it. I said my list for ending this.
you gotta finish.
No.
explaining.
Nah. I sound like 5th grader. We're ending this. Peace.